Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with day 2 of Follow a Sketch February, a hop started by Sandie, which is Scrapping Reflections on Facebook and a store, and Steakgoddess here on YouTube. And I'm going to be documenting with this sketch that she's picked from Creative Memories. And I have 3 baseball pictures. Now, the pictures on the sketch are a little bit bigger and take up the bottom of a 12 by 12, but mine are smaller, and I'm going to make it work. And it is going to be a baseball-themed layout, trying to use up some stash that I have had for a very long time. I pulled some scraps that I'm going to get used up. I've got this designer paper pad by Colorbach called Sports, and like this loose paper that's like a TC Sports paper. I'd really like to get some of this stuff used up. I also have this little piece of notebook paper, scrapbook paper, but it's like got lines on it. So I'd really love to get some of these things out of my collection. I don't really go to baseball games or have a lot of sporting kind of things to scrapbook, so what I can get used would be lovely. So I've got my paper, some embellishments, some Jolie's by You, my pictures, and this Creative Memory sketch. So let's see how this goes. So I'm going to start off by debating on what I want to do. Now, my entire page is going to be covered with pattern paper. And normally I am really hesitant to overdo pattern paper because I become really overwhelmed with it. Probably because I have ADHD and all of that combating pattern is overwhelming for me. I do usually go with like a solid background and then add pattern paper, or a pattern background and then add like a matte of like white or black or something. However, I'm using 2 sheets of paper from this Sports Colorbach book, and then a strip of that other sports paper to break up the 2. And then I'm also using this grass paper, so it seems really overwhelming. I was a little worried in the process, but now that I'm looking at the completed layout, no matter how busy it kind of is, I really do like it. Totally different than my normal, which I'm good with because, trying new things is completely fabulous. And so I'm grateful that I was willing and had enough mental capacity to kind of wing it and try new things. So with that being said, I am using this glove on the sketch up there in the right corner. I normally have it in the left, but it was better fit in the right corner today. I cut out circles and with my little paper trimmer, or the circle cutter, and I'm going to use those. I decided to go ahead and just do plain white ones because that seemed more like, baseballs. And I thought about doing like the design on there, like the baseball stitch, but changed my mind. I just figured that it would be too much. I needed a little break on this layout. And so those solid, just white half circles that are going to be peeking out felt good to me. And then I matte my pictures in white before I put them down on this 12-inch strip of grass paper. So these are just pictures. It's like a progression of my son in the front yard playing with his dad, hitting the baseball. He really loved baseball, and I thought maybe he would, want to play. Yeah, he's not a fan of sports at all, but he was really a natural with hitting the ball. Like, he had a really good hand-eye coordination to, see where the ball was and hit it with the bat. But it's fine. It's fine. He didn't want to play football, which his dad was so sad about. And he doesn't really want to play baseball. And he's 14 now and still has no interest, and that's okay. So because my pictures are smaller than what's in the sketch, I decided to space them out evenly and put something in the gaps. And I had this Jolie's by You baseball collection. And so I decided I would put that in there. And I would be willing to bet that these are older than maybe some of you all. Because I think I've had them for like 20 years or something like that. No, I would say that they are probably almost 20 years old. Like maybe 2007, maybe a little later, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, they're pretty old. And so I am super excited to get both of those completely used up. There's a couple little like tickets and like a pack of gum or something that's in one of them, but I don't use those, and those will go in the trash because they'll get lost because they're like up the size of a pencil lead. So on this Bella Boulevard, let's see, I think it's just called Baseball. Yeah, on this Bella Boulevard sticker sheet that I got at Tuesday morning. Why did I buy that when I don't document sports very often? That's a great question. Yeah. So I have that sticker sheet, and I pulled anything that I thought would work. I got these arrows off of here, and because this is a storytelling layout where it goes in progression, like the storyline of the pictures goes from left to right, I decided I would put the arrows there to kind of give you the gesture of it starts here and goes on, and then I ended it by putting that little great play on there. And then decided I wanted to just title this Play Ball. And there was a tag on this, the Bella Boulevard sticker sheet that said Play Ball, but I really wanted to use some of these alphas up. And so I pulled those out, but there were only 2 L's, so I cut a T down to make it look like an L. And then I line it up with the baseball bats being kind of like the guide. And I really do like the way that that helps break up all that extra space. Even though it's not white space, it was blank space up there in that top right corner. And when I get done with that, I find this little tab thing, and it actually came apart when I was taking it off. I was going to cut it apart, but it came apart. So I glued that like kind of just like a little extra something to be up there. And then I also decided I wanted to put something in that top right corner because it still felt like there was a lot of extra space. So I pulled a little tag that says #1 team because, you know, my son and his dad are obviously a great team. I am actually journaling. Of course, since there's this huge journal space, you kind of have to. And just wrote the date and what was going on. And then I took my enamel accents by Ranger and I filled in the tag hole on that tag up at the top, and then did 3 clusters of 3 of these little dots. And because there's already a ton of dimension, I didn't care how much dimension that the dots had. So I went ahead and made them, some of them a little bit big and puffy. And that is it. I really do like the way that this turned out. I was really a little nervous at some points, but I'm pretty excited about this. So let me know what y'all think. Here are the close-ups. Like I said, you can find these sketches on Facebook under Scrapping Reflections account. And you can also find them here, I've got it posted here. You can always do a screenshot of it. Or you could also go to Steakgoddess, who is the one who is running the Follow a Sketch February. My plan's to be here every day this month, so I hope you'll come back and see me. I hope you'll go follow along and see who else is participating in Follow a Sketch February. Hope you'll give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hope you have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.